Hi, this is Marvelyn Brown with Inner Word Business Services, where we help online marketers get results. So today we're going to finish our conversation on headlines, and I'm going to show you a few of the locations where headlines are entered, and then show you how those links actually show up online. But first, I'm going to actually take you through a quick review. So in the first video, we talked about the 5 winning headline formulas and how those formulas can really help you improve on your headlines. Number one, it gives you those formulas give you a way to a new way to think about headlines. And then number two, the templates, the fill in the blank templates also give you an ability to have a quick headline that you can use. All you have to do is just kind of fill in the blanks with your own information, but you don't have to spend hours racking your brain trying to come up with a headline for, most of your content. So the templates as well as the information in this ebook are going to be indispensable when you're trying to learn the skill of copywriting, because that's pretty much what you're doing. You're learning the skill of copywriting when it comes to your headlines and making a connection with your ideal prospects. So on the next video, this kind of reviews, the 3 areas that you want to cover with any headline. The first thing you want to do is grab attention. The second thing you want to do is create curiosity or motivate that reader or your ideal prospect to take action. And then last but not least, you want to entice your reader to click. And so that's how your headline serves triple duty. And in order to accomplish all of this, the main thing that you have to do before you start thinking about trying to accomplish all of this with your headline is you have to know your audience. Knowing your audience is critical. What are their pressure points, their pain points? What do they want? What are their wants, needs, desires? What are their problems? What are the things they really need to improve? So once you know all of those things, then you can start, thinking about crafting headlines that grab their attention. Because without knowing who your audience is, or who you're writing your blog post or your video or your ad, if you don't know who you're writing those pieces of content for, how would you ever be able to grab the attention of someone that you haven't even identified yet? You have no idea, what they want, what they're looking for, what kinds of problems they have, what keeps them up at night. You don't have any of that information, or if you don't have any of that information, it's going to be pretty hard to grab their attention. We also talked about the fact that a lot of people starting out, and even some people who have been online for a while, they think that their audience is the entire universe. And we talked about the fact that everyone is not your customer. So once you drill down on your audience and you determine who that is, you're going to have better luck at grabbing their attention, creating curiosity, and getting them to click. And this is another slide from the other video where we talked about where headlines appear on the internet. So you would really be surprised, in addition to the standard thing that most people think, blog posts, headlines appear in product titles, social media posts, classified ads, pay-per-click ads, videos, sales letters, and webinars, and even more places than that I can't even think of. But think about this. If you have this going on where you're grabbing attention, creating curiosity, and enticing your readers, if you have all 3 of those elements going on in all of these areas, just imagine how much more engagement you would have with your readers. Imagine how many more people would know about your company. Imagine how many more people would be on your mailing list. How many more people would have probably bought an item by now? Because this enables you, great headlines will enable you to appeal to your ideal prospects. They're going to be chomping at the bit to get your content, to buy your products and services and engage with your company, because you're going to be addressing all of their needs, their wants, their desires, their problems. You're going to address all of those when you write great headlines. So, okay, this is our review. So now we're going to get to the meat and potatoes. So this is a WordPress back office. This is where you would actually enter your title. Now notice they call it a title. They do not call it a headline. Now when we were in the previous video, we actually clarified that headlines and titles are the same thing. So whenever someone or whenever a website requests that you enter a title, what they're asking you to enter is a headline. And that headline is going to, let's see, your headline is going to look like this. When you go into your WordPress or your Blogger or whatever platform you're on, when you go into that back office or your dashboard and you write your blog post and you enter your title here, it's going to end up here. So this is what I wanted to try to kind of bring home in the previous video. This is where all of your titles end up. This is the position for all of your titles. So all of these hyperlinked blue links in Google, in my Google search result right here, all of these are the titles that people came up with when they wrote their blog posts. And those titles started out as this. Those headlines started out as this. So that's how it looks on WordPress. Then on YouTube, this is the area where you would enter your headline or your title. So this is where it goes on YouTube, and then down in this area you can write a description of your video. So when you upload a video, this is where you would write your headline or your title. So they ask you for the title, and then when you go out to YouTube, notice that you have a hyperlinked blue headline. So when you look at these videos, these are the titles that, when this person uploaded this video to YouTube, this is the title that they came up with. So now, we don't really have any way of knowing whether this title is a great title because we can't look at this guy's analytics. But when you think about the rules that we talked about, does it grab attention? It may. If someone is looking for the term buyer keywords, it has that term in it. So that might grab their attention because it has the actual keyword in it. The other thing is ranking in your niche. Now, most people, when they're looking for the term buyers keywords, they are interested in traffic. So this is a term, ranking in your niche, that definitely applies to traffic. So from that perspective, this may very well grab the attention of someone who's looking to generate traffic. So that's one of the things that you have to think about when your buyers or when your potential customers are out there looking for your products and services. What terms are they going to use? And then when they use those terms, what do you think they're looking for? Are they looking for example, if you're into skincare, if you have a skincare product that gets rid of, we'll say, cellulite or whatever, and then someone is online and they're looking for a product that gets rid of cellulite, they're going to use certain terms. And so that's why keywords are so important. And that's why it's important to do, your keyword research so that you make sure that you get keywords that are competitive, keywords that are relevant, and keywords that people are actually using. But anyway, this is the connection that I wanted you to make between this item right here, Right Winning Headlines Workshop, and then this item right here. And if you go to, well, I'm not going to go through all that tonight, but for the sake of time, I kind of pre-selected these YouTube videos because I wanted to quickly show you how the headlines turn out. So this is where headlines appear on YouTube when you enter something into that space that I just showed you on the PowerPoint. So This is how it ends up on the internet when people are searching for your products and services. They just click on these links, and that's how you get traffic to your website. So it starts out here and it ends up here. So now let's go to our next area, and that is Pinterest. Now, Pinterest is a little bit different because you have the images to kind of help you out. So you're not relying totally on a headline, but headlines are really good in Pinterest because of the keywords. And because so many people will go on Pinterest and do a search, those keywords are going to help your images show up in more of the search results. So you definitely want to utilize a headline. Now, headlines go right in the area where your arrows, where those arrows are pointing. And then if, say for instance, you have a headline that says something like this one, says blogging, blogger, online marketing. Now what that is alt text. So this ebook is really for someone who blogs. It's for a blogger, someone who's online who wants to improve their marketing. They want to utilize a tool like the 5 winning headline formulas. So instead of putting a title into my alternate text, I ended up using keywords that I thought people would search for. So if I wanted to change that, I would just hover over these letters and a little pencil would pop up just like this. A little pencil just like this would pop up over in this area. And then I could go in and make changes to this and create a great headline. The same way with this. This says video sales letter workshop. That's just alternate text. It's not really my headline. This is more of a headline. So if I wanted to go in at any time and make changes to any of these, I would just click on this little pencil right here. But these are all the areas where you enter headlines. And then last but not least, we have Craigslist. So on Craigslist, this is where you would enter your title. And your title is going to end up being a headline. And I'm going to show you that here in a moment. Let me take you out to Craigslist and just show you. So when you put your title right here, and you can also put your description right in this area, but you put your title right here, and then this is how it looks on the internet. Again, we have blue hyperlink text, and then this text is how people know what your ad is really about. So depending on who you're trying to target, you write information that you think will help that person decide to click on your link over someone else's. So this is really, this, to me, it was an eye-opener when I found out that, putting these titles all over the internet is really more of an opportunity. This is an opportunity for you to make a connection with your customers, with your ideal customers. And once you do that, then you're going to be able to make better connections. You're going to sell more products. You're going to have more leads. You're going to have more traffic, and you will be able to build your business and, and reach the goals that you set for yourself. So what I would encourage you to do, even with this video as well, download, if you haven't done it already, download the 5 winning headline formulas. Make sure that you're tracking your posts, especially the ones with the low traffic numbers, and using this tool, this headline formulas tool, to improve those headlines. And then once you improve those headlines, just watch your traffic and engagement improve. So I'm going to go ahead and close this out. I just wanted to give you this second bit of information because that kind of pulls it all together. Between the first video and the second video, I think you really have a good grasp on headlines, what they are, how they work, and how they can help your business. So I'm going to sign off. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.